What's going on, guys? Welcome back once again. It's me, Molt. Super stoked to be here with you guys today. As you can tell, I'm not in my office. I'm actually on vacation right now, but the update is out, guys. They are announcing some of the things, and I wanted to make sure that I got some videos out for y'all. So first and foremost, as you guys will have seen on YouTube the other day, clan battles are here. They announced it in a podcast and showed a couple of pictures, but there was no gameplay available. Now we are able to show you guys gameplay. So it is me, it is Chief Pat, it is Nick, and it is OJ. Orange Juice, if you guys don't know who he is, or Nick or Chief Pat, go and check out their channels, guys. They all are going to have different versions of this going on. But as you can see, there are two towers, or two king towers on the bottom of the screen, as well as the normal towers. And then right now, you can see that little information bubble, and if you click on that information bubble, it's going to pull up and it's going to show you what each person has in their deck. So I wasn't able to get any live footage for you guys, so again, I do apologize for that, but I am out of town once again, but I wanted to make sure that I got this up for y'all. We are watching as me and Pat are on the bottom of the screen, Nick and OJ are on the top of the screen. You can see they got their balloon, we've got the giant skeleton. Of course, you know how much I love it. And you can, as you're playing live, guys, things overlap to where you can see where someone is planning on placing something, etc., etc. And right here, we're actually able to get the giant skeleton all the way up to the tower, which is hilarious. You guys, if you saw my video the other day, you will have seen how I talked about how I think that's one of the hardest things to do in the game. Also, getting the Inferno Dragon to the tower is pretty hard too. But you can see that just by us getting that giant skeleton to the tower, we were able to do a lot of work. I don't know, it's working out pretty well right now. Again, still trying to get used to it. I wasn't on a phone call or anything like this. Nick and I definitely are going to be doing a lot of clan battles in the future. We've been talking so much about collaborations and things, and this is perfect for us because we don't always like battling each other. Sometimes it's fun to be on the same team, you know what I mean? So for us being able to do that in the future, I'm actually really stoked. So here we're just using some random stuff. I wasn't trying too hard. I was just like, okay, what could be interesting for people to watch? So that's why we brought the giant skeleton, that's why we brought the balloon with it, that's why we brought the bomber, all these random cards. So you'll notice that with me in all of these is that I'm actually just kind of playing just random stuff. And it actually ended up working out with us being able to get that giant skeleton to the tower. And then right here we're going to come in with the balloon. It's going to drop off his baby dragon, and you can see that Pat dropped off the graveyard there as well, and we were able to come in and do some pretty good work against them right there. So 1 second left, and we're going to go ahead and jump into another match with me and Pat versus Nick and OJ, and then after this we are going to do a pretty ridiculous battle where it's Nick and Pat and then me and OJ on the same team. So again, guys, as you can see right now, this is what it looks like when you go to a replay, and you can press on that eye and you can see the things come out. Otherwise, you can put them down if you don't want to see what people are using. So this time around, being different again and bringing in the bowler and the prince and the dark prince. You haven't seen him yet, but you'll see him in just a second. And then we've got the bomber again, who actually works pretty well. I've been liking the bomber lately. Because he catches people off guard, especially if you have an ice golem or an ice spirit, then the bomber actually does some pretty good work. So you can see that we were able to defend that push fairly well right there. And the only thing is, you can't see the elixir bar in the replays, guys, but both of us have our own elixir bar, which you guys will see once this comes out in the game. So we're actually going to switch things up and push left over here, guys. And Pat is going to get off a freeze, and I'm going to zap right there, and we're going to be able to get both of those to that tower. I'm going to drop off an ice spirit over here on the right, stopping that balloon and taking that left tower down very far, with the prince completely switching up the game there. It was not expected, and the freeze completely shut it down. It did a lot of work, so that was awesome for us. In that regard. So Pat's got the Electro Wizard, which is actually working really well. I'm going to drop off the Bowler right here in the middle and distract the Executioner, and then the whole thing for me is going to be trying to get my princes together again. Now for Pat, he dropped off that furnace on the left so that it could slowly chip away and start doing some more damage to that tower over there. And they have to be very, very aware of that. And so eventually they're going to have to drop off and defend right there. So that's why he had to drop off his Ice Spirit. They actually have an Electro Wizard as well, but the Bowler and our Executioner are doing a really, really good job. Now again, what was I saying? We got to push this left lane. We're going to go real hard over here with the Prince and the Bomber. That Fireball is not going to get off. Prince is going to come in and do some work. And now look at this, guys. This is actually crazy to me. So we drop off the Balloon, or we drop off a Minion Horde and an Electro Wizard. The immediate stun stuns the Balloon, as well as the first zap of the Electro Wizard, and it still gets off a shot with an entire Minion Horde around it. That was completely unexpected to me. I was honestly kind of caught off guard by the fact that the Balloon was able to get to that tower. But it is what it is, and now we're going to have to push over to this other lane. So we've got it all going. They're probably feeling pretty confident over here on the left side, honestly. But as you can see, we're able to zap and do some work right there, and that Balloon doesn't get off a shot. Look at the right side over here, guys. We've got our Bowler, and we've got a Graveyard over there. We've got the Prince and some Skeletons on the main tower. And I'm going to go ahead and lower down that information bar so you guys can see the health of the King Towers. It is extremely low. So all that we really have to do is choose. We got to go either right or left, whatever works best. We were able to get the Dark Prince to the tower right there, which is exactly what I was hoping to do, because obviously a baby dragon's not going to distract the Dark Prince. So they're going to go ahead and throw that sad face, as all that Pat has to do is build up enough elixir for a freeze and a graveyard, and it's going to take it out, and we're able to take them down with a 3 crown. So let's go ahead and move on to this last one. You guys are going to see this. It's actually pretty ridiculous. We decided to go with all buildings and rockets. Now, I had no idea what to do here. Pat and Nick were talking, and me and OJ were just playing, and how literally had no idea what we were going to even try and do. We were thinking about pumping up, which you guys will see in a second. OJ drops off a pump over here. They immediately rocket it, and so it's like, okay, well, that was a waste, and that was not good. So getting those 2 spawners in the back was the way to go for them, because it's slowly going to chip away. I drop off a mortar right there. OJ drops off a cannon, so that we're able to do a little bit of damage. That mortar's going to do some work to us. I rocket the Expo trying to take it out, because I don't want that to be down and able to shoot, but it actually looked like it was out of range right there, which was funny, because as you can see, it didn't even target the tower once it had a little bit of health left. Now I'm going to mirror my rocket on that Expo, take that out real quick, just because, again, I don't want that Expo doing anything to the towers. Now they have to cycle back through it, so all that they have is spawners. And we are just going to continue trying to get something working here. They have a Bomber on the bridge, and it's going to do it's going to do so much damage to that Expo, which obviously is not what I wanted to happen. But hey, what are we going to do about it, right? Yeah. So this whole thing again, guys, all buildings and rockets. I'm going to go ahead and drop off this barb hut over here. OJ is going to drop off the furnace, and then they go really, really hard in that lane over there where they at with 2 barb huts. And I'm going to go ahead and drop off these spear gobs as well, get them down behind the barbarians, hopefully, so they can start doing some work. Now my mortar is targeting the barbarians over there, but they're getting a lot of work done. They have so many spawners right now, but we were able to get over there and do a good amount of damage and actually take the lead on that top right tower. But I mess up. I use a rocket in just a second right here. I promise you guys, it looked like it was touching the barb hut too, but it wasn't, so that was a complete fail. That's why I say oops right there. And that's pretty much going to end up being game over here as they start cycling through rockets and getting everything down. And this was just a complete wreck. Absolutely no idea what to do in any of this. No idea how to play it. No idea how to go about it. They keep sending down their rockets, and we've only got a couple of seconds left to get things rolling. But guys, I really hope that y'all enjoy the video. I hope y'all are super stoked about the clan battle. I really, really am. I cannot wait to do it. Nick and I are going to have a lot of fun playing those. It's going to be a blast. If y'all are stoked, leave a like down below, and I will see you guys in the next episode. As always, make sure you keep calm and you clash on, alright? Peace.